As opposed to traditional live audience sitcoms, shows like 30 Rock are this camera, more like movies. Greg.
What is multi-camera?
No. Michael.
What is single camera?
Single camera, yes.
Movie terms for 2000.
Here's Kelly with the clue.
The name of this diaphragm in a camera lens can be found in film techniques. When used before the word in, it can open a scene, and before the word out, it can close a scene.
Ellen.
What is zoom?
No. Michael or Greg? What is iris? Iris. Michael, we come back to you.
Nonfiction for 800.
In a series of inspirational books, this dish precedes For the Bride's Soul and For the Pet Lover's Soul. Michael?
What is chicken soup?
Good.
Nonfiction for 400.
A 2014 biography tells her untold story of dealing with flashbacks after her husband's 1963 assassination. Ellen?
Who is Jackie Kennedy Onassis?
Right.
Nonfiction for 1200.
In the fourth book in his Killing series, Bill O'Reilly writes about the strange death of this World War II general. Ellen?
Who is Patton?
Good.
Nonfiction 1600.
2013 marked the 50th anniversary of her groundbreaking The Feminine Mystique. Greg?
Who is Friedan?
Betty Friedan, yes.
The last time the Cubs won the World Series for 400.
It was 1908, and this Paris attraction was the tallest man-made structure in the world. Michael?
Was the Eiffel Tower?
Good.
Nonfiction for 2000.
Answer there, the first of the daily doubles. And you are certainly within reach of the lead. You trail Greg by 5,000.
Say 2000, please.
2 it is. Here's the clue for you. This critically acclaimed 2001 book begins with a look at the Founding Fathers, starting with Carl Karcher.
What is The Greatest Generation?
No, Carl Karcher is the founder of Carl's Jr., and the book is Fast Food Nation. So you lost a couple. You're at 4,800. Go again.
I'll take Cubs for 800.
This man was gearing up to win the presidential election. Greg.
Who's Taft?
Taft is right.
Cubs for 1200.
This Turkish empire was still in existence. Greg.
Was the Ottoman Empire.
Right.
Cubs for 1600.
Some people were tooling about in a luxurious touring car made by this company, one of the 3 Ps. Greg?
What is Packard?
Packard, that's one of them, yes.
And Cubs for 2000.
His A Room with a View was brand new. Michael?
Who is E.M. Forster?
Yes.
Bolivia for 400.
About 95% of Bolivians practice this branch of Christianity. Greg?
What is Catholicism?
Correct.
Bolivia for 8.
The Island of the Sun is a sacred site in the Bolivian portion of this lake. Michael?
What is Lake Titicaca?
That's it.
Bolivia 1200.
The family of President Evo Morales farmed this 4-letter crop common in Bolivia and not for its use in cola. Greg?
What is Coca?
Coca, right you are.
Bolivia for 16.
This city, whose name suggests sugar, is known as La Ciudad Blanca, the White City. Michael?
What is Sucre?
Sucre, yes.
Bolivia 2000.
On Bolivia's coat of arms, one of these large birds perches atop an Incan shield. Ellen?
What's a phoenix?
No. Michael or Greg? What is an Andean condor? Back to you, Michael.
The calendar 400.
This many months have 31 days. 7 months with 31 days. Michael?
Calendar 800.
I beat you to it. It's the only day of the week named for a satellite. Michael?
What is Monday?
Monday is right.
Calendar for 1200.
Answer there. Daily double. We have a category and a half left to play.
Let's do 1500.
All right. Here's the clue. December 21st, 2012 was in the news as the end of a calendar cycle for this ancient Native American people.
Who are the Mayans?
Mayans, yes indeed.
Calendar for 1600.
The Jewish year periodically has not a leap day, but a leap month. And this dress-up holiday moves from Adar to Adar Bet. The holiday is Purim. Back to you, Michael.
The calendar for 2000.
From the French for seed, it's a Zola novel title and was the 7th month of the French Revolutionary calendar. And that is Germinal. One category still in play, Michael.
Pantheon for 400, please.
Drew Barrymore and E.T. both say this 5-letter word. E.T. later pairs it with home. Greg.
What is phone?
Yes.
Offer 800, please.
The winner of a running race breaks it first. Michael.
What's the tape?
Yeah.
Pantheon for 1200.
An unskilled drudge. Michael.
What is a thug?
No. Ellen.
What is a peon?
That's it.
In the Pantheon for 2000, please.
Projection inserted into a mortise. Ellen.
What's a tendon?
No. Michael or Gray? Oh, Ellen, you were so close. It's not a tendon, it's a tenon. T-E-N-O-N. And now the last clue. One who held this Scottish title, a feudal lord, could aspire to be an earl. Michael.
What is the Thane?
The Thane of Cawdor. Ellen, bad news for you. Unfortunately, you wind up in the red, which means you're going to finish automatically in 3rd place, but you will not be around to play the final Jeopardy round. Okay. Greg and Michael have to deal with this subject. Art in the city. We'll reveal the clue for the guys in a moment. Still anyone's game as Greg and Michael deal with art in the city. Here's your clue, fellows. German city, where you'll find the statue seen here. Take a look. 30 seconds, good luck. I have a feeling this final was a piece of cake for both of you, so the wagers are going to be very important. Michael Brady, you were in 2nd place, so we'll come to you first. You wrote down, what is Hamelin? Even though you didn't spell it the right way, that's okay. And that's right, the Pied Piper of Hamelin. You wagered only 1,000. That takes you up to 13,700. Now we come to Greg Soroka, had 17,400 and wrote down the correct response also. Crossed out the E, though, but that's okay. And he will, whoa, hello, 8,001. He's the new champ, $25,401. He gets to play again tomorrow. Will you come and play with us? I hope so. So long.
Prizes for our 2nd and 3rd place contestants provided by Ali. Promotional consideration provided by This is Jeopardy! Let's meet today's contestants. A defense consultant and Navy Reserve officer from Arlington, Virginia, Ben Hahn. A college administrator from Warwick, New York, Becky Schiavo. And our returning champion, a college instructor from Squamish, British Columbia, Canada, Andrew Herringer, whose 4-day cash winnings total $72,399. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It hasn't always been pretty, and it hasn't always been easy, but Andrew has won those 4 games. And today we are delighted to welcome these challengers, Becky and Ben. You are joining us on a very special day. This is our 7,000th Jeopardy program. Thank you. And like the Energizer Bunny, we just keep going and going and going. So let's go into the Jeopardy round, shall we? And in honor of this 7,000th show, we have a salute to 7,000, followed by Debuting in 1984. That's when we started. Back then, no one knew. But through the years, we have tried to remain always in fashion. And finally, we have some new twists on Jeopardy favorites. And Andrew, you start us, please.
Debuting in 1984 for 200, please.
The left shark at the Super Bowl danced a few steps behind this singer, born on October 25th, 1984. Becky.
Who's Katy Perry?
She's the one.
1984 for 400.
V is for victory. And this skier is no stranger to that, with her record 63rd Women's World Cup win in 2015. Andrew.
Who's Vaughn?
Lindsey Vonn, yes.
1984, 600.
One possible thing Bill Murray whispered to her at the end of Lost in Translation was, "You were born on November 22nd, 1984. Becky.
Who's Scarlett Johansson?
Correct.
Always in fashion for 200.
In 2005, a collector paid $60,000 for a 115-year-old pair of this company's 501 jeans. I guess they never do go out of style. Andrew.
What are Levi's?
Yes.
1984, 800.
This 84-born little sister, singer, and actress had a baby named Bronx Mowgli with rock star Pete Wentz. Andrew.
Who's Simpson?
Be more specific.
Who's Ashley Simpson?
Yeah.
1984, 1,000.
Justin Bieber was born in 1994. This SNL woman who plays Justin Bieber better than Justin Bieber was born in 84. And her name is Kate McKinnon. Andrew, go again.
Salute to 7,000 for 200.
Nothing runs like this company's 7000 series tractors, up to 19 miles per hour when loaded up. Ben.
What is John Deere?
Correct.
We'll go 7,000 for 800.
This tech company that sounds like a reservoir of sweetness makes the Lynx Touch 7000 security system. And the company is Honeywell.
Okay,
Ben?
we'll go 7,000 for 1,000.
This company that pioneered mini rotary tools offers the cordless 7000 N5 for the handyman. Ben.
What is Dremel?
Dremel is right.
We'll go through the years for 800.
The first Oscars ceremony was held at the end of this decade. Andrew.
What are the 1920s?
Good.
Through the years for 200.
In 1938, a final bid to avert war saw British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain head to this city to meet Hitler. Ben?
What is Munich?
That's the city.
We'll go new twist on Jeopardy favorites for 1,000.
Answer, the Daily Double. And you have enough money to take the lead away from Andrew.
All right, we'll go for a true daily double.
Okay, for 2,800 as your total, if you are right, here is the clue. Nearly 500 clues about this English king, and yet none said that one of his favorite horses was named Canisida.
Who is King Arthur?
No, who is Henry VIII. Henry VIII. So you're back to 0, but there's plenty of time left, so make another selection.
Okay, we'll go with back then no one knew for 800.
Back then, no one knew that this is a roll of flesh that hangs over a waistband, not just part of a baked good. Andrew.
What is a muffin top?
Yes.
Back then, no one knew 200.
The dismissive phrase, talk to this body part. Ben.
What is the hand?
Right.
Back then no one knew for 1,000.
The term peace this, the expected savings in military spending due to the end of the Cold War. Ben?
What is the peace dividend?
You are right, and that takes you back up to $1,200. You're in second place, and you have taken us to our first commercial break. So we will pause. Commander Ben Holm is from Arlington, Virginia, a 25-year Navy veteran. So I'm going to make the assumption that you have been deployed overseas on a number of occasions. Where have you been stationed?
Oh, I've been stationed in Norfolk, out in Hawaii in Pearl Harbor, in Newport, Rhode Island, and also down on the Gulf Coast down in Texas.
Favorite place for a Navy man?
Oh, I think Hawaii.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. All right, good for you. Becky Schiavo from Warwick, New York, had a fun honeymoon.
I did. It was a 5-week cross-country road trip. We drove to New York to California and back, ate a lot of good food, saw a lot of good sights, and we're still happily married today. So
well, good for you, but it was driving in a car, not on bicycles or anything like that.
Correct. It was in a car. Got to know everything there is to know about each other.
Okay, good. Andrew Herringer is our champion. And what's this about you trying to, it sounds like you were trying to have